Hello everybody, Nerdy Painter here, and today we are going to sit down for our weekly whip and chat, but today it's going to be a kit and chat because I finally finished Ghost Cafe, and we are going to kit up Jewel of the Sea today. So I should have my unboxing up. I believe it went up, today's Friday, so I think it went up today. As I'm filming, and then you guys will see this tomorrow, Saturday. So I thought we could kit this one up together. It's super cute. So if you would like to see me open this for you guys and then go over all the special drills that I chose for this whole bag is all the specials that I chose for this canvas. So if you guys kind of want to see my plans for that, you can go back. It's literally just the video before this and check that out if you'd like to. But today we're going to kit it up. So if you want to see, like I said, me unboxing this and just kind of showing you where those go, you can go check out that video if you want. I'm going to leave these in the bag. I found that it's easier for me to leave them in the bag because, well, especially for these ones, I'm not doing any one-for-one switches. I'm only changing some of the colors. So I'm going to leave these in the bag. We're not going to kit those up. We are just going to kit up the rest of it. And then I figure we'll sit down and we'll do our weekly whip and chat. So how are you guys doing? How was your week? I hope that it was good for you guys. We had a pretty good week over here. Very happy. Every time, this has 6 bags of black, guys. It does not seem like it has that much black. I guess because a lot of it is like outlined, like a coloring page in black. So maybe that's why. So we have a lot of black. I'm only going to fill one of these up with black and then I'll figure out, because I'd love for this, this is 77 colors. It's not going to fit in one of these. We'll work on this one. And then I also have, my second little Temu kit, the second little Temu box. So I have you guys zoomed in. Hopefully you guys, I think that's going to be okay. And you can see good. Let me know if you can't see. All right. I think you can see though. So I'm going to just use one of these for right now, and I'll put the rest of these off to the side, and then we'll see where we're at the end. I don't think I can fit it in one. I'm using the Elizabeth Ward container. So we'll play it by ear. And if you guys have watched these, you know that I'm a hot mess and I'm probably going to make a mess, but we're going to try to talk and work as we go. So how are you guys doing this week? Like I said, we had a good week. It was fairly busy here this week with school and things. But we did have a good week. Where are my dryer sheets? There they are. It's like very hard to see with white. I'm just going to shake this, try and get the static out off the screen so you hopefully don't have to hear it as loud. So yeah, we had a good week. I had a great week on YouTube. So thank you guys so much. I've gotten a lot of subscribers this week. I appreciate you guys so much for commenting and liking the videos. That really, I think it just, I'm not really honestly sure how the algorithm works, because sometimes I'll think a video will do well and it doesn't. Other times I'll think no one's going to watch this, and then it's like my best performing video. So I really don't understand how it works or how they pick, what videos to pump out to people and whatnot. But I've been having a fun time getting to talk with you guys. So thank you so much for commenting, and subscribing and liking. It's working and it does help. So I do really, truly appreciate you guys. And like I promised, when we get to 500, I'm going to do a giveaway of, the Miss Butter D Witches Tea Shop, I think is what it's called. Cause I accidentally ordered 2 of those and I said that I would do a giveaway of that one. I didn't know it was going to be so quickly, but hey, that's awesome. Yay me. So I promised I will do a giveaway of that, and I will definitely. So maybe, well, I don't know, it can change at any time how many subscribers you get a day. So I don't know when I'm going to hit the 500, but what I will do is once I hit the 500, whatever week that it happens in, that week whip and chat. Like, so on Saturday is when I've been putting up my whip and chats. I will do the kind of giveaway announcement on that video. And then I'll give you guys like a week to enter for it. And then that following whip and chat, I will announce the winner. And how I'm going to do it is I'm just going to, you know, I've never done a giveaway before, so hopefully you guys can be a little patient with me, because I don't really, you know, again, I didn't have time to think too much about it because I didn't think it was going to come so quickly. That was what, 3 of these? I feel like I could fit one more. Should I try to fit one more, or is that not going to work? What should I do? I don't think I'm going to try to fit one more. I feel like that'll be a mess. Yes, so I will do that, like I said, in my weekly whip and chat. And then how I'm going to do it is I will probably just do, obviously you have to be subscribed. And then I will do something like a keyword within that video. And so that way, if there's like, you know, just robots or someone who's just not really subscribed, but just is trying to get the prize, I would really prefer to have it go to someone who actually is a friend here, who's actually watching my videos. So I will do some sort of like keyword within that video. And I wonder, yeah, this will probably be, I'll do like a keyword in that video for the giveaway. So, but I'll, you know, I have a little bit of time to think about it. I just did not think that we were going to come up on it so quickly, but that's thanks to you guys. So thank you so much. Like, I truly appreciate it. And I promise, like, even if, you know, this is only like 1 in 500, right? So your chances of winning are low, but I promise we will do many more giveaways. I actually already have a giveaway, like bin going, because I messed up a little bit on some of my cross stitch purchases and ordered a count that's a little bit too low for my eyesight. So I have some cross stitch already in a giveaway pile, and I'm kind of like a gift giver. Like, I just really enjoy giving gifts. So we will do a lot more giveaways on this channel. So you do not have to worry if you do not win. I mean, the chances are low, obviously. So if you do not win, do not fret. We will have plenty of more giveaways. Maybe I'll do a giveaway every time, you know, every 500 subscribers or something. And I'm sure I'll do some around Christmas time. And like I said, I love gift giving. I love, that's like, I don't know, is that like a love language, is gift giving? I don't know, my love language is gift giving. So we will definitely do more. Could I have fit that in a littler one? Should I try to do that, or no, that's not gonna work. No, it won't. Let me put these are staticky. So I promise we will do more giveaways. So do not fret. There will be more to come. And like I said, I'm going to do like a giveaway bin. And that way when I get things in, or, you know, misorder something, because if you've watched my channel, you know I do that quite often, then I will have like a little giveaway bin to, you know, put different giveaway items in. So thank you guys so much for subscribing and liking my videos. I think that really helps when, I think the comments, I think people commenting on your video is really what helps the algorithm decide, like, oh, this is a video we want to show people. I'm assuming. I don't know that, obviously. I'm just assuming, because it seems like if I have more comments on a video, then that one will generally do a little bit better than if I don't get any comments. So I think the comments has something to do with it, and just you guys engaging in the videos, I think. So that's been really good. I've gotten a lot of engagement from you guys, and I've gotten to learn about you guys. Thank you guys for telling me where you're from in last week's Whip and Chat. We have people from all over. We have Australia and Canada and Ireland and what was some other ones? We had a lot in the States, like Alabama, Michigan, North Carolina, South Carolina, California, Texas. So people from all over, which is so neat. It's so neat to hear where you guys are from. So if you did not watch that last week video and you want to let me know where you're from. You can leave it down below. I just think that's so fun to see. There was a lot of people actually that lived in areas that I've lived in. Arizona. There was a lady that lived near where I used to live in North Carolina. So it's just nice to kind of get to know you guys a little bit as you get to know me. So that was really fun to hear where you guys are from. So thank you for those of you who let me know that last week. That was a lot of fun to kind of read through your comments throughout the week. And let's see, we're moving along. I hope you guys are seeing good. I think you are. And I haven't messed up yet too badly. So some of these, I don't know, like some of them, I'm still like not the best at gauging. So like this one looks a little bigger, but I think it could fit in one of these, like, I guess these are like large. These are medium, maybe. Maybe that won't fit. I don't know. We're going to try it. We'll see. So that is kind of the deal with the YouTube things. Thank you guys a lot. We're moving right along. So that is awesome. And we will do, like I said, that giveaway probably shortly. I'm sure it will be this month. I just don't know when in the month it will be. Oh, that did fit, guys. Barely, but it fit. So that will help me gauge some of these other ones. Okay, so the rest of the week, like I said, went fairly slow for us. We did a lot of yard cleanup. We have like one of those just above ground round pool for the children. So we took that down this week because it is definitely cold or colder, getting colder here. So it's definitely no more swimming this year. We actually had the AC off most of the week, and it was nice, if not a little bit cold, a little bit chilly. So the summer temperature is definitely gone here in Colorado, at least where we are. It's starting to get windy and cold. So we took our pool down. We did a lot of like yard work. Just, the kids needed to pick up a lot of like their toys that they've just kind of have throughout the entire yard, and get those things kind of put away and just kind of get prepped for winter, because winter here in our area is pretty, not like bad per se, not so much like you're not going to get like 20 feet of snow, but it's like nasty weather. It's super windy out where we are, and so and it's just nasty. Like, it's cold and nasty. We didn't get a whole lot of snow. Like, we did get a couple bad snowstorms. My daughter actually, oh my gosh, did you guys see that? I just spilled that everywhere. My daughter actually got stuck in a really bad snowstorm that kind of came out of nowhere. And we didn't get really a lot of snow in that snowstorm, but it was like icy and really bad. Like, she couldn't see the road at all. And she ended up going off the side of the road, and my husband ended up having to go and get her. And it was like this whole thing. He left at like 9 at night to go try to find her, and they didn't get home till like 4 in the morning. It was kind of crazy. So we just kind of have nasty weather. It's not necessarily like fun snow weather. It's just that nasty kind of, just nasty weather. So we needed to clean up the yard, and kind of this one, I don't think, this one may be too big for these because this one's like super full, but we'll see. This is a pretty one. It's probably hard to see, but I think this is like a white fairy dust. You guys see it in there? So we needed to clean up the yard and kind of get it ready for winter and nasty weather. So we did that. We finally got my SUV back, guys. It ended up, I don't know what he did, but it ended up not needing what we thought it needed. Like the transmission, I guess, to be rebuilt or something. There was just some things internally with the transmission or something that had come, I don't know, that were messed up. So he was able to kind of fix that. That barely fit, but it did. So he was able to kind of fix that. And then I still can't drive it quite yet. My husband he wants to replace the brakes on it. And so he's going to do that himself. And then he wants to do like a tune-up and stuff like that. But we do have it back, so that is awesome. And everything else car-wise is still going good, so that is good. So his work was busy last week. It's been very slow this week. So he's been kind of hanging out. He's actually been working at my parents' house because my parents are putting their house on the market soon. So he has been going over there and just helping them kind of get things together over there. There's some projects that he is helping my dad with, like he sanded and repainted their front door, and I think he's going to paint their house. And the apartment that we lived in, that we did some remodeling in, he's finishing that up and just kind of helping my parents get their house ready to put on the market, which I thought oh my gosh, I'm about to drop this again. I thought they would have already had their house on the market, but they haven't fully committed to doing it yet. So I'm assuming probably in the next 2 weeks or so, they're, I think, going to call the realtor and get their house on the market. They are going to be going to Texas. So they hopefully will be getting out of here right before winter, because my mom does not want to spend another winter here. And so that's what he has been up to this week. And besides that, we've just had a slow week. Nothing super crazy happened. So that is good. It's been like a slow, kind of boring week. I wonder if this could fit in a little one. We're going to try it, guys. We're going to try. So that's kind of all that's been going on. I finished Ghost Cafe. I was really excited to be done with that one. That one also had a lot of gapping, guys. And I just, I kind of posted my post review, and I had a lot of people mention that maybe it was an older kit. It was in a newer box, like their newer box from Diamond Art Club. But I don't know if that doesn't necessarily mean the grid isn't a older grid. I don't really know. It was just a little bit, it was just frustrating. So I'm happy to be done with that one. It was really, really cute, but the gapping was like a lot. And so I'm really hoping, oh my gosh, I'm really hoping that this square, because this is a square from Dreamer Designs. I really like the squares from Dreamer Designs. I know a lot of people are not fans of Dreamer Designs, but I really do like them. And I've really I just like their canvases a lot. I haven't had problems with gapping. I actually have, I probably can't, no, it's not going to pull. I have the pair of white herons that I completed over here on my desk, and like, I just really like it. So I'm really hoping I'm going to have a good experience with this one, because I really need to get a good experience with a square, because the last 2 squares I've done, I have not had fun with. That one did fit in a small one, so a lot of these might actually fit in a small. So we're going to try this one too. This one's a little bit bigger, and we're going to hope that it will fit into a small. So we shall see if this will work. So yeah, so that's really all we had going on. We did school. School was great. Had an easy week with school. Kind of a bad news. Our poor little puppy. She, I had mentioned a couple weeks ago, she had a hot spot that got like infected, and we had to take her to the vet, and then she was doing better, and she's doing worse again, guys. Not as bad as before. Like, she doesn't have any open sores or anything like that. She's just really itchy, and I shaved her back just to make sure like this is not happening again, you know what I mean? Because she was like really itchy, and she's got like bumps and scabs, and just like, I would say like what is irritation is what I would call it. It's not like open sores or anything like that. It's just, she's really itchy, and she kind of is like, it's just irritation. So we called the vet. And the vet, I actually didn't even think about the fact that we switched her food about 2 months ago, and she had always been on the same food, and we switched it. And my husband mentioned that, and now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I wonder if that is why, because we had a Rottweiler Shepherd mix named Princess. She was an amazing dog. We loved her so much. She passed away, I think, in 2020, and she was like that. She was really sensitive about different foods, and if she had grain in her food, she would get like these horrible like scabs and like irritation in her ears. So we always had to have her on grain-free food, or she would be like really itchy and just like irritated. And that's kind of exactly what's happening with Millie, is like she just has irritation and she's itchy. And I didn't even put the 2 and 2 together that we had switched her food. So we got her old food. The vet wants us to try to see, she gave us some more of the medication that just helps with itching. So she gave us some of that, and then she doesn't want to put her on steroids again yet. She wants us to give her old food and see if that works, because she doesn't want to put her on a steroid if she doesn't need it. You know what I mean? So she kind of wants us to just switch the food back and see if that helps her. And then she has the itching medicine now. So I'm hoping that that's going to make, right now it hasn't made a difference, but it's only been a couple of days. I'm just hoping that that is going to solve it, because I don't want her to be uncomfortable. And she is definitely very uncomfortable. This is not going to fit. Nope. This one won't fit. I got to get a bigger one. I don't want her to be uncomfortable. I hate seeing her uncomfortable. And she hasn't acted like it's affected her in a sense of like, she's not mopey or like, you know, laying around, but she is definitely like, she's just constantly itching. Constantly itchy, just itchy. And I hate that she's not feeling good. She's still eating. She's still like acting normal with everything else. She's just really itchy. So I'm hoping that changing her food back to what it used to be is going to help her. And then if not, then the vet is going to put her probably back on a steroid. And then we're going to probably do some more testing to figure out like what is that exactly is going on with her skin, because obviously it's not normal. It's not something that she's ever had an issue with. So I don't really know what's going on, but I'm hoping we can figure it out, because I don't want her to be uncomfortable. And she's such a sweetheart. She's such a sweet little dog. And even if she wasn't a sweet dog, I would still not want her to be uncomfortable. But it just makes me sad that she's like, you know, she's not comfortable. I want her to be comfortable. So hopefully the change in food is going to do it. I just did not even think I just didn't think about it. But that would make perfect sense, because it's also right along the timing that she started to have kind of the issues also. So I think that, I don't think, but I hope that's going to fix her issues, and so she can just be comfortable. So that's kind of the animal front. All the other animals are doing great. Horses are doing good. Geckos are doing good. Snakes are doing good. All the other animals are doing really well. We're down to just a few snakes and then my babies. So the baby snakes. So they're all doing really well. So that is good. The kids are all doing well. My daughter is back in school. Okay, sorry about that. My child wanted a waffle. So I guess she's gonna have a waffle. So what was I saying? My daughter has started back at school. She is doing well at that. She is looking for, she's going to start looking for a different job. She wants to try to get a job with our local library, which I think that will go good. She is in school. She's majoring in English. And then she's not sure. She knows she wants to at least get a master's in English, but she started to think that she might want to get a PhD in psychology. So she's thinking about that to decide if that's something that she really wants to do. I don't think it would change her path too much right now. But obviously if she's going to go on to do like doctorate level, that would obviously be a different path than what she was originally planning. She always wanted to at least do a master's, or she even was talking about doing a PhD in English, but she's really been enjoying some of the psychology classes that she's been taking. And so she's thinking about potentially doing, getting a PhD in psychology. So that would be good for her. I think that's like right up her alley, something that she would be good at. She always wanted to be a vet, and that's when she originally went to school, started college, she was going to go, that was her plan, was to be a vet. The problem with that for her, I just made a mess with this, is she doesn't like blood, and like she has a really hard time with like sick animals. She likes to take care of them and she likes to bring them back to health, but like, mentally she has a really hard time with that. And she doesn't like to see animals suffering, which obviously nobody does, but it's just really hard for her. And she doesn't like blood and things like that. So it's kind of hard to be a vet if you don't like those things. And so I think her doing like psychology is still kind of helping people and helping, helping because she's like a helper. But she won't have to deal with, oh no, I put that over there. I don't know what color this was. Uh-oh. Hold that thought. Well, it wasn't that one because that one's gone. I'm gonna have to put this one off to the side. I wasn't paying attention and I put it away. 3823. No, that one's gone. Okay, we'll put that one off to the side. I messed up. I wasn't paying attention. What color was it, guys? What number was it? You probably saw me. You can put it down below if you saw it. What color that was supposed to be. So she's thinking about doing possibly psychology, but she's got a couple years before she really has to decide that. So I think she'll just continue to take some courses in psychology and see kind of what she thinks. And I think that's honestly a great field to go into. I don't think this is going to fit. We're going to need a bigger one. With how well I think our country is moving towards mental health and mental illness, and like, it's becoming much more talked about, and it's not really as, there's not a stigma around it as much anymore. There still is, but, I think that we've come a long way, versus how it was 20 years ago, So I think that would be a great field for her. And I think it would be something that she would really find value in and be able to like help people. So if you happen to be watching and you're in a field like that, let me know down below your thoughts on it. If you think that that's a good career field, or like, just what your thoughts are, if you're in that field, or maybe some classes that she should take that could help her make that decision if that's a good field for her. If you're in the nursing field, or anything that's in that field and you have advice for her, leave it down below, because I know she would love to. She wants to know a little bit more about it. And obviously if you have someone who is in the field, then that's like the best that you could, talk to someone that's actually in it. And we don't have anybody in our family that is in nursing or anything like that. I always wanted to do veterinary work or nursing work also. And then I just never did. I went to school for accounting, and I have a degree in accounting, mainly because at the time I needed to pick something, and I was actually going to go to nursing school, but with having my daughter and having I was a single mom at the time, and so I just could not commit to going to nursing school with trying to take care of her full time. I worked full time, and when she was really young, I was working full time, going to school full time, and then taking care of her. And so I just I couldn't do nursing school. So I did accounting, and I got a degree in accounting. And that I literally have like never used, because I then met my now husband and became a stay-at-home mom, and then have been a stay-at-home mom, you know, ever since. So I didn't really ever use my degree, but you know, it's there if I ever need it. So if I ever needed it, it's still there. They don't go bad. So, and I do help him a lot with the different accounting things that go along with his business. So that's worked out well, as hasn't had to pay an accountant still has to for some things, but for a lot of the things I can do it. And then, you know, I do our taxes and things like that. So that's kind of my background. So we'll see what she ends up deciding to do. I think it would be a good choice for her, but ultimately she's got to decide what she wants to do, what she's got to end up. And again, she's still young. She started college at 17, so she's just newly 18, and she's starting her second year of college. So she's got, you know, she's still young, and she has time to figure out what she wants to do. So I think just going to college and getting the classes that she is getting under her belt is good for her right now. And then she can really take the time to think about what she wants to do. But that's kind of all that's been going on this week here in the house. You know, the puppy is kind of sick again, which is a bummer. Not really sick, but, you know, struggling. Everybody else has been doing really well, so that is good. And like I said, we don't have anything too crazy going on here. You guys have been amazing with all your comments and support. Really, truly appreciate every single one of you. I really do. And talking with you guys and your comments and just getting to message you. I've had a couple people who we've messaged kind of privately and on Facebook. And so I've really gotten to know some of you guys, and that has been a lot of fun. It's cool to just know you have like friends out there, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for commenting and just being here with me. Oh, this one fell out. Sometimes these are like super easy to open and they don't even seem like they close. Like, I don't know if you guys have these Elizabeth Ward. Some of them might be because it's like from my knockoff Temu kit. I'm not sure. But sometimes they're like super hard to open. Sometimes they're not hard at all. And then sometimes when you close them, it doesn't feel like they're closed. So they make me a little nervous. But I haven't had like any spill, or like if I've dropped them, which has happened a lot, they haven't broken open yet, thankfully. So that's good, because my kids, I have had my almost 2-year-old like throw them around, but they have not broken yet. So I'm not saying they might, but they just haven't yet. So that's all I got for you guys this week. Hopefully next week we might be doing a giveaway video. We'll just have to see. I think I'm kind of close. I don't remember the last time I checked. I was in like the 470 range. So maybe we could get there by next week. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. You just never know. You know what I mean? You might have a day where you get a bunch of subscribers, and you might have a day where you don't get any. So, but if we do have our giveaway next week, I will make sure I give you guys plenty of notice. You'll have a week to join in. And, you know, I'll try to give you like a week, so everybody that wants to join in is able to. And thank you guys for even getting me to that point. Oh, man. Getting me to that point so quickly. I really appreciate you guys. And like I said, this isn't necessarily like obviously this isn't going to be a career or anything like that. So this is all just for fun. So if we can do some fun giveaways and things like that, then I think that's a lot of fun. So that's definitely what we will do. I'm not going to do a cross stitch one yet, but for my cross stitchers, I will make sure that I do some for you guys also in the future. So stay tuned for those. Like I said, I'm getting a pile going, and we'll have some. Well, we will have some more diamond painting giveaways, and we will have some more or we will have some cross stitch giveaway. So I'll try to do both just in case you're a cross stitcher. I don't want you to feel left out. But that's all I have for you guys this week. This is where we're at. You guys see that? So we're making our way. Like I said, I don't think all these will fit, but we'll see. If you guys stayed till the end, what could we put up? What did we talk about? We could put up, how about this? Why don't you guys give me an emoji of a dog? And if you can, do a dog. If you have a dog, maybe do an emoji that is like your dog. I don't know if they have different dog emojis or if it's just like one dog emoji. But like if they have, like for me, I have a German Shepherd and I have a Bernese Mountain Dog and we have a French Bulldog. So I would pick one of those three or all three and leave an emoji. So if you guys have a dog and they do different dog emojis, maybe leave an emoji of the type of dog you have. That would be kind of cool so I can see what kind of dog you have. Or you can even leave in the comments. You don't have to leave an emoji at all. You can just tell me what kind of dogs you guys have. We are big dog people. I love cats too. If you have a cat, you can leave a cat emoji. We have, like I said, those 3 dogs, and then we have 2 orange indoor cats. One is just like an orange tabby, big fat cat. And then we have a long-haired, which we actually got her at the pound. She was supposed to be a barn cat, like one of those that, you know how they have the barn cat programs, and they're like free cats and they're normally like feral. We got her as part of that program and she is the sweetest cat. We had her in our barn and she was not doing well in there with our other barn cats. She was like losing her fur and she had lost a lot of weight. I think they were being mean to her. And so we brought her inside. And so now she's an inside cat and she's the sweetest cat ever. Like literally, like she's so sweet. I'm not sure why they said she was a barn cat. Like, I don't know if they just, you know, if they find them outside, they just say that, or maybe she was scared or something and wasn't friendly, but she is so nice. She's like the sweetest thing. And she's like orange and white. She has long hair. Sorry, that was like way off the subject. But she's super sweet. So we have 2 orange indoor cats, and then we have 2 barn cats. One of them is black with a little bit of white. They're sister and brother. And one of them is white with a little bit of black. They're like the opposites. So if you have a cat, you can leave me a cat emoji of whatever color cat you have. And if you have a dog, you can leave me a dog emoji with whatever type of dog you have, if they do different emojis. I always tell you guys emojis, and then people will leave comments and be like, there is not an emoji like that. And I'm like, oh, they need to work on that, like getting better emojis for people. Like they didn't have a gnome emoji, you guys. Can you believe that? Like, how do you not have a gnome emoji? Gnomes are awesome. So if they don't, I'm sorry, I keep giving you guys tasks that you can't find. It's like your homework, you know? Sorry if they don't have just like different, I would think they would have different types of dogs because that's like popular, right? I don't know. You guys will let me know in the comments if they don't have it. But if they do, if you would like to, if you hung out with me till the end, if you would like to leave, this one barely fit, a dog or cat emoji, I would appreciate it. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Hopefully we can do a giveaway video. That would be so fun. So I will see you guys next week. Thank you for hanging out with me, and we will talk later. Bye, guys.